love, and peace. A simple set of words from Trigun that sound pretty, but they're also applicable in daily life.
Hey, wait, man, where you going, man? I want my fucking money.
I don't got it right now, bro. Can I?
Nah, you always be ducking me. I want my fucking money now.
Come on, bro. Just chill out, alright? Just love and peace, alright?
Love and peace, dude. I got my love and my peace.
Bro,
here,
hey, yo,
just Trigun, bitch.
Wow, that was bad. But you know what's not bad? Trigun. That transition was trash. Okay, bump all that. Look, I just finished Trigun, and I really liked it. I lagged on this show for a long time, even though people always recommended it to me because, you know, it's just hard. Like, I have trouble settling down with just one show at a time and really committing and seeing things through. You know, it's not you, it's me. But then I found out it was only 26 episodes and I thought, yeah, I could stick around for that long. Alright, all that aside, this show is actually really dope, and I'm glad that I sat through it because I had a good time, and now I want to talk about it and force other people to watch it. So have a seat, kids, pop open a cold one. Capri Suns, you know, relax. We're within the law here. And let's talk about that anime thing. Trigun stars the ace gunman with a reputation for spreading disaster wherever he is, Vash the Stampede, aka the humanoid typhoon, aka the guy with the hottest drip in the desert. I mean, we learned that Vash has a pretty fat bounty on his head for the destruction that he has allegedly caused, and two insurance agents, Meryl Strife and Millie Thompson, are sent to investigate and minimize any damages he causes. Word on the street is this dude Vash, bro, he fucking kills people. People think that Vash is a maniac who wreaks havoc wherever he goes, so when the insurance girls catch up to him and find this goofy, idiotic weirdo, it's a little hard to believe that this is the guy that they're after. What first drew me into the show was just how fun it is to watch. Meryl and Millie feel like they're out of their element, just kind of stumbling around whatever mess they've fallen into, and their different personalities really make them a fun pair. Vash himself is just a real slap on the knee, you know what I mean? He's clumsy and goofy, and he says some outrageous things sometimes. And his carefree and optimistic attitude just make you feel good. Which is why it's tough to think that he's responsible for the destruction of an entire town like people are saying. Especially considering that he doesn't like violence and he's especially against killing. So much so that he won't even kill the people who are after his head. So then, what's the deal? This ish doesn't add up. Well, there's a lot more to Vash than meets the eye. A lot more. Aw, fuck. As we journey through the sci-fi western waste of Planet Gunsmoke, we see greed and violence turn up at every corner. Vash and the other main characters encounter heaps of danger as a result, and it's through these encounters that questions of morality and ideals begin to arise, and we get a deeper understanding of who and what Vash is. As things progress, it becomes harder for Vash to find solutions to problems that are in line with his non-violent ideals. People around him are often put in danger because of the bounty hunters who want to collect, and assassins who want him for different reasons. But he doesn't want to kill one person to save another, he wants to save everyone. But how long can he keep from killing someone who puts innocents in danger, especially when his presence is sometimes the reason for the danger in the first place? Should he take a life to save a life? When you're caught between the right thing to do and the smart thing to do, well, here's the thing about that saying, like, who's even to say what is right or wrong? Yeah, you can try to be just and upright all you want, but things aren't always so simple. When Kakashi threatened to kill Sasuke unless Sakura killed Naruto, if he hadn't said, "Fuck you, you just got pranked," what did you think Sakura was gonna do? If someone holds a gun up to your homie and says you gotta pay money to save them,
just pay him back, dude. Hey, you're good, wait, come. Hey, dude, this fucking bitch.
These are all terrible examples, but my point is, the show has moments where it presents a dilemma either faced by the main characters or some other side character. Is it okay to seek revenge for a loved one? Should you hurt someone because they hurt someone else? Is killing one to save many alright? If you choose the supposed higher moral ground, if it hurts others, is it even worth it? At what point does a noble ideal become a detriment to others? The show provides other characters that touch on these ideas and even contrasts Vash's principles. Wolfwood, who becomes like Vash's partner, isn't afraid to kill someone if he thinks it means protecting someone else, even though he's a priest. The show's biggest villain, who I don't want to show for spoiler reasons, also contrasts Vash's ideals. obviously because, I mean, he's a villain, but he also brings up some pretty good points that made me think a little bit deeper after each episode. Okay, I don't want to make it seem like the show is serious all the time, because it's not. The show really gives a positive message at the end of the day. But it's probably just because I'm coming fresh off of the heels of the later episodes where things are a little more serious. I'm a little fucked in the head right now. I very briefly touched on the action earlier, but I gotta say, the action is very entertaining here. A lot of sequences here have a really cartoonish feel, so there's a good mix of serious fight scenes and just straight up fun ones. I really like some of the bad guys that get introduced throughout. Their designs and the way that they fight really had me interested, and I was always excited to see what kind of baddies would turn up next. The art style, while a little bit dated, to me looks really good. I'm a sucker for the look of 90s anime since that's the era I was born in. Either way, I think this show really holds up. And you gotta know that I love a good soundtrack, especially one that feels tailor-made to the show it was made for. And the soundtrack really fits. It captures that weird, deserty, westerny vibe that the show has. The intro song is cool as hell and it did its job, which is to pump me up for each episode. The ending song, I like. It fits for sure. I think it just kind of reminds me of that time Filthy Frank prank called a girl pretending to be Harry Styles. Alright, yeah, I don't have a whole lot else to say. Let's sum this hoe up. Trigun is a fun, action-packed anime about trying to maintain a moral compass in an immoral world. It's fun and entertaining, but it doesn't shy away from more serious matters. The plot is interesting off jump, and it makes you want to see things through to the end so that you can get all your burning questions answered. And in my opinion, the answers are pretty interesting. It's also hard not to love the main cast because they're really well done and they play off each other so well. Yeah, come on, just 26 episodes, that's not that bad. You know, some of us have trouble committing to things, so that short and sweet fling is just what we need. Go get it, homie. So definitely check this one out, and while you're at it, make sure that you spread a little bit of love and peace in the world, will ya?
Love and peace!
So yeah, just watch Trigun already.